In this video I will show you how to change your oil and your oil filter of your BMW K75. This is what you need: a wrench, of course. You need this special tool to remove the oil filter. It's a size 76 millimeter. Then of course you need a new oil filter. This is a Hiflo Filtro HF163. And of course you need your oil. I just use 15W40 multigrade oil, so non-synthetic. So here we have the bike with the drain pan underneath. And we need to find the drain plug, which is over there. There it is. And we need a Allen key for that, and this is a size 8. So I will use this special tool. Ta-da! Put it on the wrench. Voila! And then loosen the drain plug. Make sure it fits nicely. And when it's loose, you can take it off by hand. Watch out if the oil is still hot. Don't burn your hands or get it into your eyes. There you have it, the oil is draining. And to prevent a vacuum, you can also loosen the fill plug, oil fill plug on top of your bike, so that the oil will drain much easier. You don't have to take it out all the way, but just loosen it a bit. Okay, now we can start to take out the oil filter. First we have to remove the oil filter cap, which is right here. And you need to unscrew 3 screws. That's the second one, that's the third one. And you also need an Allen key for this. And you need a size 5, like this one. So let's take the other one out. It's the 8mm one. Let's take this one in. And then we have to unscrew the 3 screws. Once you are loosening the screws, oil will be dripping out already. So make sure your drain pan is in the right place. But when you take the last screw out, maybe use your Allen key. And there you have it. And inside there will be the oil filter. And there it is. And there's no way you can loosen this by hand, so that's why you need a special tool. There it is. As I mentioned, it's the 76mm size. And on top of it you can put a socket, a 27mm socket I'm using here. And now you can put the tool on the oil filter. And this can be stuck sometimes. Some people just tighten it way too much. But it will come loose, as you can see here. So there it is. Voila. Sometimes the tool will get stuck on the oil filter, so you need a hammer. Give it a few knocks and the tool will come off the oil filter. Then take your drain plug, and we need to replace the copper washer. So I've got a new one from my collection, and this will prevent any oil leaks. Then take your new oil filter, and we are going to put some new oil on the rubber ring on top of it, and this will also prevent oil leaking, and it will also make it easier to take the oil filter off the next time you will have to replace it. So there you go. Make sure it's everywhere. Then take the oil filter and put it back in. The new one, of course. Now take your wrench and don't over tighten it. Haynes says it has to be hand tight and then half a turn extra. So if it's snug, then it's fine. Don't over tighten it. Then you have your oil filler cap, and there's a rubber ring inside the groove. And you may have to replace it if it's damaged or worn. You can put a new ring in, but mine is fine, so I'll just keep it. I will just clean it a little, as you can see here, and then it's ready to go back on. The 3 screws. And also don't over tighten these screws, because you will damage the threads. So just snug, that's fine. You can also use a torque wrench, of course. I don't know the specifications, but you can look it up on the internet. Now clean the drain plug hole. And put the drain plug in. And again, don't over tighten the drain plug. Just snug. That's fine. I never heard a story of people losing their drain plug. Clean it all a little. And then of course we have to put in some new fresh oil. So I'm putting in 15W40. It's a cheap oil, but I change my oil every year, so I don't see the point of buying expensive oil. Just pour in, and you need about 3.75 liters. That's including the oil filter. But of course you have to check the level of the oil when you're filling it. Okay, so when you're done, put on the cap after you cleaned it. And then the moment of truth, of course, we're going to start the engine and check if the oil pressure light will go off. which you got. So that's nice. And after your first ride, also check the oil level again to make sure it's on the right level. So that's it, people. Thanks for watching and good luck with doing your oil change job yourself. See you next time.